Hey everyone, welcome to another video. You might be noticing there's something different about my background. I removed the screen door. Removing the screen door allows me to put my pull-up bar a lot higher, which should theoretically make it easier to do more reps because I can have straighter legs. We're gonna test this out by doing a set of max pull-ups. Haven't maxed out in a while. Last time maxing out was a short. I got 30 reps. We'll see what I can do today. It's Monday, that means I had 2 days off. I did eat a lot of food this weekend. I'm a little bit heavier than usual. I'm about 75 kilos this morning after having some water and some coffee. So let's get this set in. Hopefully I can come close to 30 or maybe surpass. We'll see what happens. After my set, I'll do some volume for pull-ups. My plan is to do 15 down to 1. So let's get this set in. We'll take a little break and then we'll get the volume in. Let's see how I do. That was 31 reps. Oh, so I'm pretty happy there. I did more than my last test. Oh, it's not a lifetime best. I've done 33, but that was when I used to do my pull-ups kind of without going all the way down. It's definitely easier. So yes, it is better to have a higher pull-up bar where you can keep your legs straight. It's still not ideal here. Still have to have a small bend, but I'm doing what I can with my situation here. So I'm gonna take a break, catch my breath, recover a little bit. I'll be back and we're gonna do 15 down to 1, which will be 120 pull-ups. See you guys in a moment. That was 15. So after I finished that set of 31, I rested about 20 minutes. Well, a couple of reasons for resting so long. I needed to recharge my camera battery a little bit. That's number one. And number two, that was a really hard set for me. So I really needed to rest, recover, dissipate some of the fatigue in order to get a decent performance on this 15 down. 15 down is not a particularly easy workout. It's also not that hard, but I like to do it fresh, so I had to rest long enough. Now, I don't have work today. It's a day off. That's why I have this ability to rest for so long. Typically, I gotta get my workout done pretty quick. I only have about an hour to train every day. So when I have this extra time, I'll use it and I'll stretch my workout. Sometimes I'll train for 2 hours, you know, because first of all, I love training. Second of all, why not? But it's just not something that I can afford to do every day. Let's get 14. $15 done, 14 done. Next is 13. So I'm going from 15 all the way down to 1. Some people call this a down workout. Other people call it a drop set. Call it whatever you want. The idea is that you're pyramiding down, or you're going down the ladder. And it's a really cool way to get a lot of volume in. It also allows you to train intuitively. So you kind of have to auto-regulate the rest interval. You know, if you don't rest enough, you're going to fail your set. If you rest too long, you're kind of wasting your time. So it's very, very fun because you get to compete against yourself. Usually I like to record the time to see how long these workouts take. Looks like I have a pretty good pump already this morning. Before starting my pull-ups, I did 3 sets of handstand push-ups. Just did 3 sets of 6. That's kind of been my go-to lately, 3 sets of 6. The way it works out for me, I do 4 reps back to back, and then I have to stand upside down for like a second or two, do number 5, stand for a second or two, do number 6. Once I can do 6 in a row without any rest pause, I'll start doing 3 sets of 7. So that's kind of my plan of progression for the handstand push-ups. For the pull-ups, I know you guys all love pull-ups. Like, if I look at the video stats, everybody watches my pull-up videos. Whenever I post other videos, the views are substantially less. I understand people love pull-ups. It seems to be more searchable. The algorithm promotes pull-up videos. But the truth is, pull-ups are like a secondary thing for me. I just do them just because. But my priority is push-ups, because I really care about physique. I care about aesthetics. I care about fitness. And push-ups are where it is for those. Let's do 13. $13 done. Hopefully the form is pretty clean. I'll have to review on the video after. Definitely feeling a pump. So as I was saying, everybody's fascinated with pull-ups. Everybody's interested in pull-ups. But the truth is, you can't skip your push-ups. Push-ups are so important. Push-ups are like the ultimate exercise when it comes to combining fitness. When I say fitness, I mean cardio, strength. Believe it or not, you will get stronger doing push-ups, and muscle building. So when I'm doing pull-ups, they err more on the strength side because the reps are lower. When I do something like burpees, for example, or squats, they're more on the fitness or cardio aspect of the spectrum, you know. But push-ups, they're just bang on in the middle. Push-ups, they put you into this rep range. You know, your first set will be a lot for sure, but if you keep going, it will put you into this like 10 to 25, 10 to 30 rep range, which is perfect for cardio, fitness, strength, building muscle. So do not sleep on your push-ups, guys. I know you all love my pull-up videos. You think that I have this physique from doing pull-ups. The truth is, I got this physique from doing push-ups, not from pull-ups. So, you know, I don't want to be vain, but if you want to look like me, do not skip your push-ups. Push-ups are so important For real. Number 12. That was 12. Definitely the hardest set so far. Even though I did 15, 14, 13, all more reps. This set of 12 was the hardest. Of course, it's because I'm building up the fatigue. You know, I'm not resting that long. I'm not even breathing, I'm talking to you guys. So that makes the fatigue build up even more. Obviously, if I'm by myself, I will be quiet. I'm not gonna be talking, and I will just focus on breathing, focus on visualization, and that usually improves recovery. But I'm shooting a video, so you know, recovery has to be sacrificed. I might have to rest a little bit longer between the sets, but you guys get to enjoy my workout. Maybe you learn a thing or two along the way, maybe you get inspired, maybe you get motivated. Whatever reason you have for watching this, thanks for tuning in, you know. So I got to do 11 next. From 15 to 11, that's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 5 sets. There's no brain, there's no blood left in my brain. 5 sets, and it's actually most of the volume. So I'm gonna shake it out a little bit, catch my breath, and get this last set of 11. Well, it's not the last, but get this set of 11, and then we're gonna do 10 down next. Set of 11 done. Ooh. Adjust the camera a little bit. So that was 11 reps. That means there's only 10 down to go. 10 down is 55 reps. It's really not that much, but considering I did a set of 31, and now I did 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, a set of 10 pull-ups is no longer just a warm-up. A set of 10 pull-ups is extremely hard now. So this is one way to make pull-ups much harder. Shorten your rest interval. Now, shortening rest intervals on pull-ups is not for everyone. I would say that if your max is less than 15 reps, you should rest 3 to 5 minutes between sets. If you're doing less than 15 reps per set, you have absolutely no business doing these very quick workouts if you're training maximally, like if you're doing as many reps as possible. Now you could do ladders like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You don't really need to rest that long between the earlier sets. But if you are doing a set where you do as many reps as possible, and you're gonna do another set and another set with as many reps as possible, rest at 5 minutes. You know, I know everybody has a very short attention span. 5 minutes is a long time, but that's just how long it takes for your body to recover so that you can do the next set. So if you are doing below 15 reps, use the rest. It is a pure strength movement for you. Rest as long as you need. Now guys who are in the 20s, 30s, we could start messing around, you know, because it's not that hard. So we need to make the exercise harder. We make it harder by shortening the rest intervals. But most people are not that strong on pull-ups, so you need to rest longer so that you can get stronger on pull-ups, and then you can rest less between sets. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope you understand. So like a guy whose max is 9 pull-ups, you need to really rest. 9 pull-ups, you're really working on the strength side. If you look at how powerlifters train, they really rest for a long time between sets. Like, it's not unusual to rest 5-10 minutes between a set of squats. You should apply the same thing to your pull-ups until they get much stronger, and until you get into those endurance rep ranges like me, then you can rest less. I ran out of space on my memory card. I had to quickly erase some older videos. So like I said, we're on 10. The break there was maybe like a minute. I apologize. Let's get this 10. Okay, set of 10. Very easy because of the longer break to delete my memory card. I guess this kind of demonstrates the point that the difficulty of the exercise can be either increased or reduced by your rest interval. So time is a very important variable. It's a very important component to your training. So even though I'm doing the exact same exercises, I literally do like 4 exercises: chin-ups, pull-ups, handstand push-ups on the wall, and push-ups. That's it. Of course, I'm doing some legs, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm doing 4 exercises. Like, some people might say, man, that's so boring. There's like 1,000 exercises you could choose. How can you just keep doing the same exercises over and over again? Well, it's because every time I do them, I change the parameters. So it just makes it so interesting for me to come up with new parameters, new challenges, a little longer rest, a little shorter rest, pyramids, ladders, EMOM. The combinations are endless. Set of 9. Set of 9, 8 down to go. Very, very easy. After these pull-ups are done, I still got to do my push-ups, my 300 those. Probably do 12 sets of 25 today. Sometimes I do push-ups just walking up and down the street. So my street, the block, it's maybe like 100 meters, maybe less. And probably less than 100 meters, more like 50 to 75 meters. And sometimes I will do a set of push-ups on one side of the block. I'll walk to the other side, do a set of push-ups there. Walk back, another set of push-ups. I really like walking rest. Walking rest is phenomenal. Okay, 8 pull-ups. Eight done. Only 7 sets to go, but you can see how much harder it's getting. Like the first set of 15, I did a no rest pause at all. 14, no rest pause. 13, almost no rest pause. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting 8 and I have to hang between the reps. Now I'm barely doing 5 and I have to hang between the reps. So it is pretty hard. It's not an easy workout. The hardest down workout that I've done in terms of pull-ups is 20 down to 1. I've only done it twice in my life. For me, it takes me close to an hour to complete it, sometimes even a little bit more. So I just don't have that much time to devote to pull-ups. Would be cool to be able to do 20 down to 1 in a reasonable time, like 30 minutes. Hopefully one day I can get to that, but I'm not there yet. And again, I'm prioritizing push-ups, not pull-ups. Okay, set of 7. Let's go. Set of 7 done. Whew. Feels so good. It's like 7 a.m. right now. I started training a little bit later than usual today, but I have no work, so I'm not in a rush. Ooh. Six next. Don't really need to rest that long, but I do want the form to be clean. Six done. Just 5 down to 1 left. That's 15 pull-ups. When I'm fresh, that's a very quick and easy warm-up set. Right now, there's no way in hell I can do 15 pull-ups in one set. That's why 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll be done this little session. Okay, let's do this 5. Five reps, never felt this hard, I'm telling you. These down sets really fatigue everything. They just completely deplete your muscles. It works very good for pull-ups, for squats, for push-ups. Down sets are just so fun. I really like them. It would be cool to do it with a friend too. If you're doing it with a friend, you can alternate. One of you guys does a set, then the other one does a set. It becomes a competition. See who fails a set first. Let's do 4. That was 4. Just 3, 2, 1 left. So easy, right? Two left. Let's go. Just one. All right, so that was it. 15 all the way down to 1. Not too bad. So let's sum up today's pull-up workout. I started by doing 1 set of as many reps as I can. It ended up with 31 reps today, which made me very happy. I rested for 15 to 20 minutes afterwards, just to make sure that I'm fully recovered. It's not necessary to rest that long, but I have a lot of time today, so I didn't mind. And then after this 1 max out set, I did 15 down to 1. So let's add it all up. 31 pull-ups in 1 set, and then 15 down to 1 is a total of 120 reps. So 151 pull-ups for today's session. Now people are gonna ask in the comments, hey man, do you do that every single day? No, I really don't. Again, time constraint is a big thing for me. I don't have time to do like 30 minutes or 40 minutes of pull-ups. I am doing pull-ups 5 days a week, but most of the time it's like this. Sometimes I'll do 3 sets. If I'm doing 3 sets, every set is to complete failure. Well, when I mean complete failure, I just mean I do as many reps as I can with good form. I don't go to like till I can't. I just don't see the value. If I know I'm not gonna get another rep, I don't go for it. So sometimes I'll do 5 sets. If I'm doing 5 sets, it'll be for a volume number. So for example, I'll do 5 sets of 20 on pull-ups. So the first set of 20 will be somewhat easy. Second set of 20 a little bit harder. By the time I get to the 5th set, it is going to be a very, very hard set of 20. And so those are the styles that I do if I'm doing actual sets. And then the other style is more volume workouts. So I'll do, okay, the goal is, 100, and I'll just do 100. Or I'll do pyramids. Sometimes I'll do an EMOM. So I try to mix and match. I don't really do the same workout 2 days in a row. Some workouts are harder than others. I won't do 2 hard workouts back to back. That way, I get some recovery in. I get to practice the movement. I get a good pump in the back. Let me give you guys a quick flex. So realistically, I average somewhere between 75 reps to 100. If I have more time, like today, I'll do 150. Sometimes I'll do 200. So that's how I am training my pull-ups. There's no plan, I'm just having fun. I'm just getting a pump. As long as I'm training hard, I know that I'm making gains. So that's how I approach it. But the main message of this video is do not skip your push-ups. I chose a pull-up video to talk about push-ups because I know that nobody watches push-up videos. So I really want you guys to achieve your fitness goals, both in aesthetics, strength, physique, fitness. Push-ups will get you there. Do your push-ups. If you're pretty strong, do your push-ups before your pull-ups. If you do your push-ups before your pull-ups, it's gonna pre-fatigue you, and then your pull-ups will be harder. So it's like a pre-exhaust for your pull-ups. And then if you do your push-ups, if you do your pull-ups fresh on another day, they're gonna feel super easy. When you do your pull-ups after push-ups, it's almost like doing weighted pull-ups at that point. So use these little tips and tricks to help you out. So if you're a beginner to pull-ups, rest a long time, 3 to 5 minutes minimum. If you're more advanced, you can mess around with different protocols and shorten your rest intervals. So that's the message today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, edit this video, and do my push-ups while I'm editing. So take it easy. Peace.